All right, folks, I need to talk about this because I'm kind of fired up about it. You see, yesterday I covered a mass stabbing spree in China that left 8 people dead and a mass vehicle ramming that killed 35 people. And now, today, we've got a stabbing spree in Manhattan. 3 people murdered in broad daylight by a guy with a criminal history and severe mental health issues. Let me show you the clip and then we'll get back to talking about it.
No words exchanged, no property taken, just attacked and stabbed viciously.
3 people brutally stabbed across Manhattan. Police say one man was behind the seemingly random attacks. Good evening. Thanks for being with us. I'm Steve Lacey.
And I'm Natasha Verma. As we come on the air tonight, we're learning the 3rd stabbing victim has died. This is the man, Ramon Rivera. Police say he's responsible for stabbing and killing 2 men and 1 woman. The killing spree began just before 8:30 this morning with the first victim, a construction worker.
3 innocent people gone, just like that. A construction worker, a fisherman, and a woman going about her day. Brutally stabbed by a guy with no motive, no warning, no reason. In New York City, the bastion of gun control, where they spent decades making it nearly impossible for law-abiding citizens to protect themselves, wants to act like this is some unpredictable tragedy. Let me tell you something. This is not unpredictable in the typical sense of the word. This is reality. Evil doesn't care about your law, so you should expect these type of things to happen.
3 stabbing scenes fanned across Manhattan Monday morning. As we're getting a first look at the suspect police say was responsible. They walked him out of the 10th precinct Monday night after killing 2 men and a woman.
We have 3 innocent New Yorkers who's going about their lives with a victim of a terrible, terrible assault.
Surveillance video shows 51-year-old Ramon Rivera shortly before the attacks. He's seen putting on gloves and then moments later pulling what appears to be a knife from a backpack and putting it in the front pocket of his sweatshirt. It appears the same gloves were captured on camera with this pair of knives left on scene.
I saw the knives after I came out of the consulate building on the ground within the scene.
Police say Rivera began the stabbing spree just before 8:30 near West 19th Street and 8th Avenue when he approached a 36-year-old construction worker, stabbing him in the abdomen.
Did you catch that? This guy starts his rampage at 8:30 in the morning, stabs a construction worker to death, then walks 2 hours across town to stab a fisherman, then moves on to a woman on 42nd Street, and nobody could stop him. Why? Because New York, you really honestly aren't allowed to defend yourself in public. This guy had gloves on, knives ready, and no one could do anything. Why? Because law-abiding people in New York have been disarmed mentally, legally, and culturally. Disarmed. Meanwhile, this lunatic is running around with multiple knives stabbing people in broad daylight.
The suspect has a criminal history and is said to have severe mental health issues with charges on record across 3 states. Meanwhile, 3 souls violently ripped from their families.
3 states. This guy had criminal records in 3 states and was known to have severe mental health issues. So why was he out on the street in the first place? I'll tell you why. Because this system isn't designed to protect you, it's designed to pretend like it's protecting you while making sure you're completely dependent on the government. And when the government fails, as it always typically does, they offer you thoughts, prayers, and more laws that punish the people who aren't the problem. New York City has more police officers than any city in the world. And yet, this guy was able to roam around for hours, murdering innocent people. Now, I'm not blaming the cops here. They can't be everywhere at once, but that's exactly my point. The police weren't there to stop him. And in a city like New York, where it's nearly impossible to carry a firearm legally, the victims didn't stand a chance. Now, let me ask you this. What good are all of these gun control laws if they don't stop evil like this? Are you going to ban knives now? Are you going to outlaw gloves? Because guess what? Evil people don't care about your bans. And I think it'd be absolutely stupid for you to even try to do that. But shit, some of the dumb things y'all do, meaning the politicians of these places, they might try to do that too. I just talked yesterday about a mass stabbing in China where guns are banned and a guy using a car to kill 35 people. Evil doesn't need a gun. Evil will find a way. And the only thing that can stop it is you. Your ability to protect yourself. But instead of empowering you, politicians in New York make it as hard as possible. Even after the Supreme Court told them to knock it off, they doubled down, making the whole city a gun-free zone. What kind of logic is that? Sure, you can have a concealed carry permit, but good luck finding anywhere you can actually carry it. What are we doing here? Let's be clear. This isn't about knives or guns. This is about acknowledging our reality. We live in a world where evil exists, and pretending that banning tools will make it go away is dangerous delusional, and stupid. If someone's determined to harm others, they will find a way. And sometimes, a lot of times, the creativity required to find another way to do it makes the harm even worse. And then when they do, the only thing standing between them and their next victim is someone with the means to fight back. This isn't just about New York, it's about every politician who claims that disarming law-abiding citizens make us safer. It doesn't. It never has. And the blood of victims like these is on their hands because they've created a culture of dependency instead of empowerment. I know they like to say the blood of the children are on our hands, but if you really get down to it, if you remove my ability to protect myself from those types of dangers, whose hands are the blood really on? They want you to rely on them for safety while stripping you of the tools to defend yourself. That's not safety, that's control. So, what do? We fight back, not with violence, but with truth. We demand our rights. We push back against these ridiculous laws and we educate the people in the middle, the ones who don't realize what's at stake. Because this is the result of a disarmed, dependent society. And I, for one, refuse to accept it. And if you're tired of hearing the same empty excuses, tired of being told you don't have the right to defend yourself, share this video. Let people see what happens when you let politicians strip us of our rights. Comment, subscribe, and hit that bell because the conversation needs to happen, and it needs to happen now. But before you go, let me tell you about two essentials that represent everything we stand for. First, the I Am the Militia hat, shirts, drinkware that we have on shop.mrcolion.com. It's not just a shirt, it's a statement. The Second Amendment isn't about government or a standing army. It's about us. When it says a well-regulated militia, it's talking about you and me. If someone breaks into your home or threatens your freedom, the first line of defense is you. So head over to shop.mrcolion.com and grab you a I Am the Militia hat, shirt, drinkware, even one of these nice little hoodies. Or if you just want to be real sexy with it, go ahead and get one with these AK-47 on it. And if you're at the range, working out, or living life, you need the AKT1 blackouts. These Bluetooth-enabled in-ear hearing protection are a game changer. Not only do they have a 25 dB NRR rating and a 6-time hearing enhancement, but they also let you listen to music or take phone calls while you protect your hearing from loud gunfire. That means you can stay connected, stay entertained, and stay protected, all at the same time. So head over and click the link in the description section and grab your I'm the Militia hats, shirts, and drinkware, and the AKT1 blackouts, because being ready is about more than preparation. It's about having the right tools to back it up. One thing's for certain and two things are for sure. Politicians and tech giants don't want gun content to be recommended to you. And we're all fighting this culture war together. Now, you can help do your part by liking, commenting, subscribing to the channel, but most importantly, sharing this video with at least one person. Together, we can stop the suppression of our 2A rights. And don't forget to click the link in the description section of this video for the products that I mentioned in this video.